Hi everybody. So last time we had eyebrow tutorial and I said that I didn't know whether I was going to do another extended cut crease, but when I gave it a little bit of thought, I decided to do another one just because I was worried that in the last video that the colors weren't quite bold enough and that they couldn't be seen very well, and we had some issues with lighting and stuff like that. So I decided to do another one. As you can see, I've put in the line for my eyebrows. I've done eyeshadow primer and I've taped up to get that really nice, clear, crisp line in the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of things and then I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to be basing my look off today is this amazing bronzer. So the colors we'll be using will be green, blue, gold, orange and purple. I just thought that those kind of colors would be really easy to be seen, and for the purposes of the video, that's going to be a good thing. So I don't know if anyone has watched my previous cut crease video, but we always start off with the darkest color. So we've got some really nice blues and purples here, but I think I'm going to start off with like a dark bottle green. I've just got a small eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to start patting the colour into my crease. For a more extensive explanation of what I'm doing here, if you hop onto the channel, you'll find a longer video that talks about the technique for the extended cut crease. So I'm just going to grab some colour on my brush and I'm just going to start dotting it into my crease. That looks like a good colour that we're going to be able to see really nicely. And I'm just going to wing it at the end because we're doing the extended cut crease this time. If we were doing, say, a half cut crease, we wouldn't wing it out like that. We'd just take it round the eye socket and then you create the half cut crease shape later on. So I'm just going to apply my third layer of eyeshadow now. That's just what I prefer. You basically just apply colour until you get the level of colour that you are looking for. So as you can see, we've got that rounded shape which then wings off towards the end. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply the other eye off camera and then I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Okay everyone, so as you can see I've got both eyes done now. Now I'm having a complete dilemma. I can either use purple or blue. I really don't know. But we've got to factor in lid colours as well, so there's that. Ooh, decisions. You know what? Let's just go with blue. Okay, so again, I'm picking up the colour on, this is a medium eyeshadow brush this time because they get bigger as you go up so that you can blend it in. And I'm just patting it above the green that I've just done. That's actually a really good colour. You can see it really well. So we're just going along that line that we've just created with the eyeshadow the first time. And a bit more. As I said, I do everything in threes. I just have to. It's just the way it is. Okay, so that's our third layer. Now I'm just kind of rub along the line between the two colors just to blur it a little bit. Because as I said in my other eyeshadow video, we don't want any harsh lines. We want everything to be soft. So we're just gonna rub over the top of it until that line disappears a little bit. It doesn't matter if it doesn't disappear completely, because usually after I've finished the rest of my face and stuff like that, I usually go in and touch up eyeshadow and make sure everything's blended properly, but that'll be in another video. So that's pretty good. As you can see, you've got the blue over the top of the green and that muted line in the middle. Now, I'll be back with you in a few seconds once I get the other eye applied. Okay everyone, so while I was having a dilemma about before's colours, I think I've decided that our shading colour at the top will be orange. I just think that will be good, and also I don't know if anyone knows anything about the colour wheel, but on the colour wheel, blue and orange are opposite each other. So I think that means they're complementary. I can't remember, but you know what? It's early in the morning. It doesn't matter. Okay, so our orange, again, I've changed brushes. This is a large, fluffy eye blender. So I'm going to use that to blend in the top. Now we're going to grab our orange on the brush and we're going to start patting that in as well. As I said on my other eyeshadow video, when we get to the third layer of this last colour, we're going to tap off the excess powder and start blending. That's just how I prefer to do it. Each to their own. So this is my second layer, and as you can see, that orange is really starting to appear. I really like it. Anyone can use whatever colours that they would prefer. The problem with me is because I like so many things, I'm a bit indecisive, but then also I try to throw everything but the kitchen sink at it, and it doesn't always work out too well. So I've just grabbed my third layer of powder. I just tapped it off, and instead of patting it this time, I'm just brushing it back and forth along the line where the blue colour ends and the orange begins. And I'm just lightly brushing along the top just to kind of blur that line a little bit, because as you can see at the moment, it's quite pronounced, and we just need a little bit of, like, where one colour kind of melts into the other colour, if that makes sense. But as I said before as well, when I finish other things in my makeup look, I usually go back and kind of touch up the eyeshadow and make sure everything's blended how I want it to look. But as you can see, that blue colour's getting a lot softer, and that line between the two is not as harsh. So I'll just come a bit closer. As you can see, it kind of fades off into the orange, and that's what we want. Now I'm going to go ahead off camera and do the other eye. I'm also going to cut the crease on my eyelids. If you would like to see how to do that, if you click into my other video, which is the extended cut crease, I explain that in detail, and then I'll be back with you shortly to put some lid colours on. Okay everyone, as you can see, I've put in the extended cut crease. Again, if you need to know how to do that, just check out my other video on extended cut creases. Now, the colours we have left to use after we've done our matte blending shades, we've done green, blue and orange, so we've got gold. I've just had a complete mental blank. Don't you just love that? We've got gold and purple. I usually use 3 colours on the lid, but you know what? Today we'll just use 2, like it doesn't matter. So usually I start with the lightest colour next to the inner corner of my eye, just because if you use lighter colours there, it kind of opens up the eye a little bit. So I'm just gonna grab on my brush a really nice gold. Now this is actually a foil colour. They're really metallic. They're a bit more metallic than a shimmer shade, but that's what we've just got to use in this palette, and I'm just patting it in with a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to take it right into that inner corner there. Usually when I'm touching up afterwards, I go ahead and I place colours underneath and in the inner corner and highlighters under the brow bone. That will be in another video. I'm pretty sure my next video will be graphic liner and eyeliner, so keep an eye out for that one. So this is about halfway down my eyelid. As you can see, that gold colour coming through, and I've just patted that over my lid. Now when I usually do my second pass with the colour, I kind of drag it across my lid. I just find if you apply the eyeshadow in a couple of different directions, it gives you a more intense colour. Wow, look at that. That is like gold medal quality. You can't really see it on the video again, which is really silly, but I can see that it's really, really, really shiny. Now with my third pass, I usually apply down the lid, as you can see that shine there, and then I kind of blend it across the lid so that the colour's all even. Wow, you can see that shine now. That's a really metallic gold. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, purple. I'm kind of a bit torn. There's three purples that I could use. One is my absolute favourite colour in this palette, but seeing as we've just gone with light gold, I don't think it's going to suit. I think we might have to go with a darker purple. Not too dark though. Yeah. What I've chosen is it's kind of like a pinky purple, because I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. So I'm just going to pat that where the gold finishes and into the tail of that cut crease, stopping at the level of my eyebrow tail, just there, because later on when I apply foundation and other things, that will get covered up. Also, that line there will be where I place my eyeliner. So second layer, I'm just brushing it along, and I'm kind of just gently taking it into that gold a little bit, because in a minute we're going to blur those two colors together. So again, I'm using a downward stroke just to place more color into that tail. And now I'm actually going to go back to the brush that had the gold on it. I'm not going to add any more product, but I'm just going to place it in between the two colors, and I'm just going to rub the brush back and forward through both colors, just so that there's no line in between them and that they blend into each other seamlessly. That's a closer look. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and place the colours on the other eyelid, and then I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay everyone, as you can see, both eyes done now. Usually what I do next is I'll go ahead and do graphic liner and eyeliner, and then I will usually peel off the tape, and then I usually do my face, like foundation and all those sort of things, and then I come back to the eyes later. That will be in subsequent videos. The next one with the eyeliner will be really exciting, because when you peel off the tape you get to see that really beautiful crisp line. Like, it looks like a bit of a mess now, but one of the things with makeup is you've got to trust in the process, because I mean, it looks like a mess now, but the more things that you get on, it kind of all ties in together. Like, you get the eyeliner on and it's almost like outlining the work that you've already done, and then you get your foundation on and it just looks way more like a finished piece. So that's our extended cut crease. As I said, subsequent videos will be like further on steps in my makeup routine. Like, the next one will be eyeliner, then it'll be face products and stuff like that. Once I get to the end of my makeup routine, what I'm going to do after that is I'll just show you some other different eyeshadow techniques, like I was talking about before, the half cut crease. My next eyeshadow series that I'm doing after the extended cut crease will be smoky eyes, and I know a couple of people on my Facebook who are interested in seeing that. And then after the smoky eyes, I'm going to try like a creative eye series, like a creative art eyeshadow series. And then we might go back to the half cut crease after that, because I'm kind of not really sure where to go after that. But anyway, keep doing makeup, keep practicing, because practice really, really, really does make perfect when you're doing makeup. And make sure you watch not just this video, but of a lot of other videos, because the amount of things that I learned through trial and error from trying things I've seen off other videos, that's how I got better at things that I probably wasn't very skilled at. So just keep trying, keep plugging away, and keep doing makeup. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next video, which will be eyeliner and graphic eyeliner. Thanks everybody. Bye.